If you haven't been able to finish your grocery list lately, well, it could be because of this. And local grocers are working hard to make sure that changes. Patrice Rondrell out here in this parking lot. The snow is starting to pile up, and there's even some crews out here getting ready to treat the area. But as they start to come out here and remove that snow, one removal expert says you still need to be cautious. Rondrell, Senator Bailey said today that Senate Bill 3899 is a needed step to show law enforcement that they have support. And he's also hoping that it'll bring justice to the families of fallen officers. Rondrell, very little remains of the former furniture store building. As you can see, that the building is a total loss, and all that remains is the rubble that is right here on the ground. And this is just one of several area fires that firefighters have been fighting in the last couple of days. Patrice Rondrell, the loss of these two families have felt is indescribable, but it's the loss that motivates them to keep fighting for change for officers and their loved ones. Amber Oberheim and Shelley Klingerman share an unfortunate similarity. They have both lost loved ones.
Senseless evil act, but doing nothing is in some instances harder than doing something to make sure that you're affecting positive change.
Both women have worked tirelessly in the line of duty. With such similar passions, both women recognize how natural and important a partnership between them would be.
Force comes in numbers, and when you do it by yourself, it can feel a bit like you're trying to boil the ocean. So when you connect with someone and collaborate with someone who understands what you're trying to do, and again has a similar mission, you're just more powerful in force.
While their collaboration is in its early stages, the two women's goals include supporting the wellness of officers and changing the current narrative circling law enforcement. They're also hoping to support legislation that supports police or reevaluate laws that may hinder them from completing work. No matter what the project, both want to make sure their loved ones do not die in vain.
If we can make a difference that makes sure that no other family has to go through that, or we can somehow promote change in our communities, in our states, in our country, then it will make Chris and Greg's lives matter that much more.
If you'd like to support these women in their efforts, visit our website. We've linked you to both organizations there. Back to you. Patrice Rondrell, Project Lifesaver has been a lifeline for one local mom and her two children. Now she's pushing for this program to be available statewide to help other families like hers. Erin Withers is a mom of 3 kids. 2 are on the autism spectrum. Both of her children are nonverbal, which is a problem when they wander off. This was evident when Withers' daughter wandered off and was found in the middle of the road.
Obviously, she didn't speak, so she couldn't tell where she went from, where she came from or where she was supposed to go back to.
At the recommendation of a therapist, she began looking into Project Lifesaver. She eventually approached Sheriff John Plassey, who was chief of police at the time. He says he was immediately interested.
To me, it's something that if we can do something to save one life, we're going to do that.
And it has saved lives. Withers and local law enforcement recently used the program to locate her son. Despite having gone 3 miles within 1 hour, they were able to locate her son and bring him home. After seeing how beneficial the program is, Withers wants it statewide to help other families like hers. She's been meeting with state lawmakers to make it happen. She believes it's common sense for local law enforcement to have this system in place.
Why not be proactive? Why do we want to wait until you have to bury somebody? Do it right the first time.
Project Lifesaver has agencies in Terre Haute and Greene, Putnam, and Davies County. For more information on Project Lifesaver, you can visit our website, WTHI-TV.com. Back to you. We have several crashes in the Wabash Valley to alert you of. First, Indiana State Police say 3 people are dead after a serious crash on I-70 Saturday afternoon. They say this happened just after 2 p.m. near the 24-mile marker. Police say 58-year-old Glenn A. Jackson of New Madrid, Missouri was driving westbound when he lost control driving due to icy road conditions. The car traveled off the interstate to the north side, rolling several times before coming to an abrupt stop upon striking a tree. Emergency personnel attempted life-saving measures on the occupants, but police say 3 individuals succumbed to their injuries at the scene. They say the deceased are the driver, Glenn A. Jackson, age 58, 57-year-old Rose M. Jackson, and 35-year-old Amber Johnson, all from New Madrid, Missouri. Additionally, 1 juvenile was transported to a local hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. And the Vigo County Sheriff's Office also reported a fatal crash around the same time yesterday. They say deputies responded to a crash on Clinton Road just north of Park Avenue around 1:30. Here, an SUV was traveling north when suddenly the vehicle crashed into a southbound minivan. As a result, deputies say 1 passenger in the SUV was killed. The identity of the passenger has not been released at this time. The crash is still under investigation, and we will bring you more information as it becomes available. Over in Vermilion County, 4 people are left injured after a serious crash Friday night. Police say this happened around 9 p.m. at the intersection of State Road 63 and County Road 1650 North. According to witnesses on the scene, the driver, 20-year-old Nathan Harper of Williamsport, signaled a right turn into a parking lot. Harper then made an abrupt left turn to cross northbound State Road 63, hitting an oncoming semi and was T-boned by the semi-tractor trailer. Police say all 4 occupants of the vehicle are injured and have since been taken to nearby hospitals. Both Harper and his front seat passenger have life-threatening injuries. And as always, we will continue to update you on their conditions as they become available. And police say 1 person is dead after an underground mining accident in Knox County, and that person has now been identified. Police say the underground mining accident happened on Friday night around 11:15. This was at Sunrise Coal Mine in Knox County. They say the miner died after being struck by a piece of equipment. The Knox County coroner has identified the miner as 35-year-old Brian Rodriguez of Oaktown. At this time, the Federal Mine Safety Health Administration, the Indiana State Investigator of Indiana Bureau of Mines, and officials from Sunrise Coal are thoroughly investigating the accident. And as you wrap up your Christmas shopping and packages arrive at your house, you'll want to keep them safe from porch pirates. Indiana State Police tell us there are ways you can keep your packages safe. You should look up the tracking number to see when it will arrive, and if you're not home when it's arriving, leave a note to place it in a hidden spot. State Police also recommend installing a Ring doorbell or something similar. Governor J.B. Pritzker has updated the state's COVID-19 executive order. The new update will return schools to normal operating procedures for infectious diseases. This comes at a time when Illinois is seeing vast improvements in COVID-19 hospitalization numbers. The original executive order standardized CDC requirements for schools across the state. Now, schools and local health departments can return to exercising their long-standing authority to address infectious disease cases among students and staff. Additionally, school districts can continue to require masks at their own discretion.